Didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch. No. Take four.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
72.
Brady gives to Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hatch it. Check your house. It's a 6. Pull it. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Hey, check 24. Go. Watch twist. 51's the mic. Watch the run. Go, Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Watch the curve.
Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a party now. Alert flare. Check 50.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Check 24. Watch the safety creep. Alert.
They'll give to Michelle running right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Kill.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On first down, Michelle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run on first down. Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
White's got a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ozzy.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check 13.
They'll run for it. This is White. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. He's double up. He's coming, double up. SOS. He's crashing. He's check. Check hot route. Hot. Shift. Hey, watch it.
They toss to Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long.
Check. Shift. Okay.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 43. Watch the eye.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running right, this is Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Get wide. Check. Whip.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Check back 54. What? Right here. Kill. Rush in. Go. Shit.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
65. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Yeah. Switch.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Alert! 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
72. 90 is the mic. Go. Check 99. Hey, hold 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now this time, Brady will throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Brady. Dorsett's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady going to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
41 exit. At the 41 Check 41. And let's get in them holes. Mike 41. We're going to wedge that, huh? Double dog. Shadow. Hey, 66.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
Regular.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
To throw again, Brady. And this will be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Under 10. Let's go, no, 66. Alert.
Now Brady again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get that ball.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Last stop. Set, ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
On On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Under 3. Under crunch.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Switch gears. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
We got 4.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got White here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, check it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Check 52. Check. Lucky. Watch out. Check 26.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Kill. Check. Switch.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 4. Check Mike 50. 22. Check cover. 22. Check cover. Check cover.
From the gun, Jackson.
Check.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards.